What's going on, guys? Asian Guy here, bringing you a video, a step-by-step tutorial on exactly how to reroll on your laptop, on your PC, and then move your account over to the mobile device that you have, or you can continue playing it on your PC. Now, a huge thank you to Nox for sponsoring this video. For those of you who have seen my reroll guides in the past, I've always been using Nox, and without you guys, I would not have this opportunity to partner up with them. So a big thank you to everyone watching this video. Now, I will be doing this specifically for the global server. I will do another video for Japan as well. But the global server, as you guys know, or if you are still in the loop with OPTC, has changed the structure of re-rolling. As tedious as it might be, I do think it's okay. It's got its benefits. But at the same time, if you don't want to start off with a straw hat, then the new reroll structure is a little bit more tedious. But we will get you through this. We're all going to get through this. And Global has had a bunch of new updates, which does make it a very appealing server to play on. So let's begin. The first thing you're going to want to do, as always, as is the same in any reroll guide I've done ever, is always go to Nox to begin with. So for those of you who don't know what Nox is, you go to www.bignox.com. What it is an Android emulator. So what it's going to do is basically mimic the properties of an Android device onto your PC. Now this one, as I'm recording this, it is the 2nd of April. It's no longer April Fool's Day. This video is coming right after my April Fool's video of I'm quitting OPTC. I'm never quitting OPTC, by the way, guys. And you want to download version 6.2.8.0. And I already have this version downloaded, but just wait for the download and I will see you guys in a moment. Once your download is finished, just go ahead and click on the Nox setup. I am currently using my second monitor, which is why I keep glancing over here, and then you should get this little pop-up here. So you want to tick I have read and accept Nox license agreement. Let me close this, you don't need that anymore. My background is my cat Jojo, Josephine Joestar. Install with previous data. I already deleted everything from my Nox for the purpose of showcasing the video, so I don't need to have that ticked. If you do have a Nox player already installed onto your PC, please do tick this, otherwise you will lose your previous data, and then go with overwrite install. If you have never installed Nox before, then it might say something different, but that's fine. Go ahead and just proceed, and I will once again see you in a moment when this hits 100%. Once you're done with 100% download, just go ahead and click start, and then Nox will load up a little bit. Some of you might get this prompt which will say the system KB 41000 or 41347 patch is detected. Just go ahead and click do not prompt again and do manual uninstall. So this will allow Nox to run a little bit faster. If you go ahead and do that, you'll be okay. You can do the skip tutorial because I will be the one showing you exactly what to do. So you can find new play tutorials on the desktop for basic usage. So once you skip that, it will open Google Play. You want to click this button in the bottom right hand corner here, and that will open it into whatever windows you have open. So it will start off originally as an Android tablet. Now you do want to change this into mobile form, so you want to click on this cog in the top right corner. Hopefully you guys can see this. Let me see if I can make the window a little bit bigger. Right, so what you want to do, you want to come to the cog in the top right corner, and then you want to highlight this item. This is very important. Hopefully no one has skipped this part. Startup items, you want to click on root. Then you want to go to advanced settings. And then in advanced settings, you can change the performance settings. This will allow Nox to run a little bit faster if you select high. Although I only recommend this if you have a computer, like a proper PC, not a laptop. It might be too much of a burden for your laptop to handle. But I always run it on high, and then I want to change my resolution settings beneath that to mobile phone, and depending on how strong your laptop or your PC is, I'm going to personally put it on 1080 by 1920, and then I want to click on save settings. Once you do that, it will prompt you to restart now. Go ahead and click restart now, and it should start up in a moment. And then, sorry if I keep scrolling between the two monitors. I have one monitor here and one monitor there, but we do have the mobile phone set up now, and then you've got this. You can resize it however you want to, and for the purpose of the video, I am going to try and make this right. Perfect. Give me one moment. Sorry about that brief intermission, guys. I did have to go ahead and cook some rice, being the Asian guy that I am. But when you are done with that, resizing it however you want, it doesn't have to fit the full screen. You should also make a note of the other files that did come downloaded when you downloaded Nox. So So what you should have got is the setup installer, which you can throw away now. You can throw that in the bin. Then you will also have shortcuts to Nox Multi-Drive and Nox Player. Now, Multi-Drive is a way that you can reroll on multiple instances of an Android device, meaning you can reroll 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 accounts at the same time. However, I will leave this towards the end of the video because it will be confusing if I explain it right now. But essentially, it allows you to have multiple different of this window right here that you have on here where I'm circling with my mouse. You can have maybe 1, 2, 3 I can fit on this screen, on this monitor right now, and I can reroll them all at the same time. But I will explain all of that at the end of the video. With this Nox file here as well, this is a shortcut. I do recommend you pinning this to your taskbar. It will make your life a lot easier and a lot faster. Same with Nox Multi-Drive as well, so that you don't lose them for future reference. Now, first thing is first, you want to get yourself OPTC Reroller, which is exactly how we are going to reroll. And this is a beautiful little file that is going to make your life super easy. But unfortunately, because of the updates that Global has put out, as well as Japan, the file is no longer functioning. But we will be fixing that, and I will make sure that you guys understand exactly how to fix it for every single future patch as well. So OPTC Reroller, you want to download this link from the description down below. I will leave a link there. It should be a mega file download, so it's absolutely safe. Do not worry about it, and you'll get this little Kobe thumbnail here of OPTC Reroller. Just open it right now. You will not have One Piece Treasure Cruise installed yet on this device right now, and when you get this, you will have a super user request. And then here, you want to click Remember Choice Forever. If you do misclick on this time only, Remember Choice for 10 minutes, don't worry, it will refresh. You will get this permission request once again later on. But try to remember Choice Forever. Try and click that one and then allow. It will say that no OPTC installation detected, and we will now download One Piece Treasure Cruise. So let's get to that. You can also click this little home button here, but I recommend just clicking the recent task button and then closing the window. I personally like doing it that way. You can also pin this to your taskbar as well. So automatically Google Play has opened there, but what you want to do here is you want to go to Tools, and then if you scroll down, you have Google Play Store here as well. Now bear in mind, guys, this file manager is exactly why we want to use Nox. It is so helpful, and I will show you exactly why later on. But first of all, we want to go to the Google Play Store. Now here, obviously I'm not going to type in my username and password on video, but if you already have a Google account, go ahead and type in your details there. You can make a throwaway account if you are feeling skeptical, if you're not sure, but I just recommend using a normal account. Otherwise, you are going to have to verify your throwaway account and go through all those tedious steps. But I will be signing in a moment, so I will see you in one bit. So I have closed the door behind me because it was looking a little bit creepy and eerie on my camera. I don't know why, but it was looking all dark blue. But we have signed in on Google now, and we have access to the Google Play Store. Now on here, you can just go ahead and search One Piece, and it should be the very first one, One Piece Treasure Cruise. Click the big green install button and then click accept, and you will see that it is downloading, and I will see you when the download is done. You will also have the little notification at the top here saying that it's downloading, and you can drag it down here and it will say installing One Piece successfully installed. You can then go ahead and click it. I don't have to see you later because it happened super fast, and then One Piece Treasure Cruise will be connecting to Google Play Games. Now here you are prompted to make an account. I'm not sure if you can skip this, but last time I tried to skip this, it became a very messy situation. So I am just going to go with Manifest Blaze 6. So Manifest Blaze 6 is my new name supposedly, and I am going to save profile. One Piece Treasure Cruise would like to blah blah, allow, and then you can go ahead and start. And there you go. I completely forgot about this, but you do want to mute the game completely. So click on the volume button here, and then you can drag and drop, and the decrease button as well. So I will recommend doing that because the game can be very loud, and it can potentially slow down your device as well. So I personally don't care about these, so you can tick them if you want to. You can reject all of them, accept all of them. I will just go with accept selected. That is the recommended. And then as you will see here, I point to it as if you can see where I'm pointing to, but I'll use my mouse instead. We do not have an ID right now. So first of all, close everything again. Just double check you have One Piece Treasure Cruise here. Make sure you have One Piece Reroller already installed. Do keep that in mind. Do not click anything just yet. Do not click anything just yet. First of all, what you are going to want to do is start the game. But make sure you have already given super user access to your OPTC reroller. If you haven't done that step first, that is what is important and has to come first. So once you have double checked that you have enabled super access on OPTC reroller, go ahead and proceed into One Piece Treasure Cruise. This is naturally going to take a very long time. Don't worry if it seems like your Nox has frozen or if it's taking a long time. It is a pretty hefty download because you're downloading all the files for One Piece Treasure Cruise once again onto a new device. So bear that in mind, and I will see you when we start getting the download prompt. So I will be right back. Alrighty, so we now have the download confirmation, 303.1 megabytes. This might be different if I'm not sure why it would be different, but it might be different. And here we go, the long download. Oh, it's actually going pretty fast, not too bad. God bless internet speed in 2020. Okay, never mind, it started to slow down. I'll just see you when it hits around 96%. Be right back once again. Alright, so we just hit 100%. That didn't take too long, only took around 1 minute. And then eventually we will be put into the game. And if you are not new to this game, that's weird. If you have already played this game, you naturally know how the tutorial goes. We will have another prompt here as well. Don't worry, just click OK. And now we are in the tutorial. If you have already played this game, feel free to just blitz through the tutorial, just go through it, power your way through it. But if you are new to the game and you haven't paid attention the first time around when you originally downloaded the game and played the tutorial, I highly recommend paying attention once again with what Shanks, this character here is Shanks, what he's saying again, so you understand the fundamentals of the game. For some reason, maybe you're from another gacha game and you are already into the re-rolling scene and you kind of know about re-rolling and how it's better to re-roll on different accounts, I would highly recommend that you just go ahead and play the tutorial out properly and pay attention rather than skipping through it super fast. But when you're done with the tutorial, that's when things might get a little bit tricky, but I will see you at the end of the tutorial because obviously I'm not going to showcase to you guys me playing all of the tutorial because it's going to be very boring and there's pretty much nothing to do. So I'm going to blitz through this. It will probably take me around 5 to 10 minutes and you only have to do this once, guys, and then after that you will no longer have to do it ever again and you will be free. So do keep that in mind and hopefully everything goes smoothly. I will see you guys literally in a few seconds for you guys, but for me I'll see you guys in like 15 minutes. Bye bye. Just thought I record this part because it is our free pool. This is going to be the pool that we always reroll with now. So this account will permanently have Van Ogre whenever I reroll. So every time I reroll on this Nox instance, I'm always going to have Van Ogre. So do keep that in mind. If you would like to manipulate that, I don't recommend going back and forth to this point in the game to constantly try and reroll a good character here, because in the long run, it's really not going to make too big of a difference. But we're almost there. What I did want to say, very importantly, is that do not, please do not, after you've tapped 50 times, and I will show it in the video as well, do not click next. You absolutely have to be very careful here, and we are about to approach that point in the game or in the reroll guide. Here we are, we're going to tap 50 times very quickly. You don't have to do it very quickly. You have all the time in the world to actually tap 50 times. As you can see, it's already downloaded 100%. We have to complete the 50 taps first, and then you have the option to click next. At this point, do not click next. Whatever you do, do not click next. Please do not click next. Otherwise, you are going to have to start. You're going to have to start all over again. You're going to have to remove OPTC and delete it, and you have to go through the tutorial all over again. That's the worst that's going to happen if you do click next, but please do not click next. So after you are done here, what you want to do is you want to open this window here. In the bottom right corner, click this button and then get rid of One Piece Treasure Cruise by swiping it to the right. Now what you have to do here is going to be a little bit tricky, so feel free to go back, pause the video, slow down the video however you like, and I will try and explain this as clearly as possible. So let's get into it. Alright, so first of all, very first step one, you want to go to Tools, open it, and you want to scroll all the way to the top, and in the top right corner there should be File Manager. You want to click on File Manager, and here is why you need to have your Nox device rooted. If you do not have your Nox device rooted, you're meant to select this I did say so at the beginning of the video. If you haven't done so already, you have to do this now, and then it will restart your Nox. Don't worry, you won't lose any progress. Just go ahead and do that. Make sure your device is rooted. You now have File Manager. Now, first of all, what you want to do is go to Home, and then you want to go to Data. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 files down, 5 folders down. Click on Data. You want to go down, find Data once again, and click Data again. And then you want to scroll all the way down to the bottom, and you should find a folder which says com.namcobandaigames.spmoja010e. Now you want to click this one once, and then you want to go ahead and click on Files once, and then you want to click on Documents once, and then here you will have a file which says sakura.db. Now what you want to do here is you want to click this, you want to check mark this sakura.db, and then what you want to do is go to parent folder. Now follow my steps very carefully here. Click on parent folder once, click it again, so you want to click it 3 times in total, and then you want to scroll all the way back down to the bottom, and you should have it.mellow.optc reroller at the very bottom. Now you want to click on this once, and then I believe you want to click on Files once. Aha, and here we go. Now what you want to do here is you want to click the 3 buttons in the bottom left hand corner and click on Copy Selection here. Now your copied sakura.db file will be here now. Now pay attention to how sakura-global.db is worded here as opposed to sakura.db. Now what you're going to want to do here is you want to hold down on sakura-global.db, and then you want to delete it. Confirm deletion. Make sure you're deleting sakura-global.db. Hold down on sakura.db, and you want to rename this sakura.global with a capital G .db. So sakura capital G global.db. And there you have it. So essentially what that's done is it's taken your progress or your file or your data from what you had just done in the tutorial of One Piece Treasure Cruise, and then, sorry about that, I was playing RuneScape just now. What you want to do is you want to, so what that's done is essentially taken your global data and put it into the OPTC reroller. So from now on, permanently OPTC reroller is going to reroll. So for my example, it was Van Ogre. It's going to start off with Van Ogre, and it's going to have that instanced version of OPTC, and it's going to constantly reroll over and over again every time you click the reroll button. So hopefully if this has worked correctly, sorry for my stuttering here. We want to go to recent tasks and then close file manager. That should be okay. You want to open OPTC reroller, moment of truth. You want to click reroll now. If you click reroll now, it should reopen this. It should open OPTC. You want to close that again. Now you open One Piece Treasure Cruise, and it seems like it's worked. You will be prompted with all of this again because it has reset your progress, but it has reset it to the point where you have just started where it's opened up, where I was begging you guys not to click next. So it will take you back to that point where you've already done the 50 gems and you're ready to press next. So hopefully you didn't press next. If you did press next, it's okay. You just have to follow the steps all over again. Well, I say all over again, you have to follow the steps again from going through the tutorial. Delete your One Piece Treasure Cruise, reinstall your One Piece Treasure Cruise, and redo the steps of doing the tutorial. But otherwise, just wait for it to load, and it should load you into the menu or the screen where it shows you you've tapped 50 times, and then you can proceed and click next. And this is where things will become all your personal choice. What account you want is all up to you. How many gems you have will be dependent on when you actually do this re-rolling, so do bear with me. I will see you guys when we load in. Give me one moment. So if you have followed the step correctly, or the steps correctly, the OPTC reroller should have re-rolled your account now, and you can do this process over and over and over again. If you have messed up and you accidentally clicked next already before setting up the OPTC reroller, you can just go ahead and delete your OPTC, play the tutorial, reinstall it, and then play the tutorial once again, and then proceed with the file manager process. You will get this prompt as well. Just go ahead and click OK, and it will instantly put you back in where you were with the rainbow gems. So here you go. Download complete. Next. Then hopefully we should load in with the Van Ogre account, which is what we rolled. And there you go. Van Ogre is right there. Then you want to view mail, and here guys, be very careful. If you click the very top mail, go ahead and click protect. You do not want to click on recruit just yet, because this will slow you down immensely and it will completely mess you up. Check your mails here. As you can see, some of these mails are 42 minutes ago. You cannot click any of these. The only mails you should be clicking on are the ones that say 0 minutes or 1 minute. So do keep that in mind. That is very important, because if you accidentally click 42 minutes ago or whatever extra minutes ago, if it's not 0 minutes or 1 minute ago, it will crash your OPTC account and you are going to have to re-roll again by using the OPTC reroller. If you do mess up by accidentally clicking one of these mail, just by clicking it, by the way guys, it will mess up your account. So let me just showcase what you should do. If you do click it by mistake, you want to close it, go to OPTC reroller, and then click on reroll now, and it will give you another fresh chance again. Let's reopen One Piece Treasure Cruise, because I haven't collected the gems yet properly there. Give it a moment or two. Should only take around 20 seconds. I have been at this screen multiple times, guys, trying to reroll myself a nice juicy global account to use or give away, but unfortunately, the way global is now, it's not to be. The way global rerolls now, it's not to be. So what happens if you accidentally click the first mail and you go into it? Oh, seems like there's an error. Right, so if this happens to you guys, I guess we're gonna have to scrap the account and then OPTC reroller once again. Reroll now. That has never happened to me, but that is interesting. But this will showcase to you guys what will happen if you do mess up and accidentally click the wrong mail. Just go ahead, do this again, and then you will have a fresh account ready to re-roll right from the start once again. So that's a-okay. However, if you do get the re-roll that you want and you get the units that you want, you have to be super careful not to click on the wrong mail, and I will showcase exactly how to transfer your account safely so that it will not bug out, it will not glitch out, and you will not lose the account. Most of you will already know how to do this, but you just have to back it up either with a password or ID, or you could go ahead and back it up by linking it to your Twitter account. I believe you can now link it to your Facebook account. So as you can see, we've got the prompt again, and then the 50 gem taps. This should load in instantly. Download complete. Let's move on to next. And then go to friends, view mail. So as you can see, 0 minutes. You do not want to touch any of the 45 minutes. Protect. Okay. Okay. And then okay. So depending on when you do your rerolls, guys, you may get more than 16 gems. You could get 50 plus gems. If it's an anniversary event, you are more than likely to get 50 plus gems. But for me right now, 2nd of April, I'm only getting 16 gems, and you may have way more mail as well. So you do not accidentally want to click that. So please be careful not to click anything that says anything above 0 minutes or 1 minute. Now, the banners that are currently available to me are, we've got the beginner banner, which is only available to new players for 72 hours. It's always available every time you re-roll, and that banner will always be gold. All of it will be gold, every single poster will be gold, and every single unit will already have 3 skill ups, so it will come at level 4. So that's pretty good. Some units might already be max level already, so you can put on this. Single pulls are always going to be gold as well. This banner here, Jinbei's banner, we've got limited rare recruit Vivi as well. But I will do the Jinbei banner. I did do a few takes before this, and I did do the beginner banner, and it wasn't that great, so that was, you know, that was kind of whatever. We've got background, which is a nice rare recruit, but ideally you want to be pulling for legends, red posters of characters that you want to play with, so keep that in mind. This is not guaranteed to always be gold, do keep that in mind as well. I'm not actually sure, on global it might be guaranteed gold for singles, but I think I am just getting lucky. I do believe you can still pull silvers on single pulls. Can we get a red? We get 3 golds, which is okay for single pulls, and we do actually get 2 of the new batch. 3 wonderful female characters here. And then what you want to do here, after you've done your 3 pulls, if they are 3 pulls that you do want and they're units that you did get that you wanted, you want to go ahead and go into this retry until you confirm 10 tries at retry rare recruit for the straw hats. Now this pull or this multi-pull will only give you straw hat units, and you can get base forms. You are not guaranteed to get legends on these pulls. You could be guaranteed, not guaranteed, you could essentially pull 10 legends. You could pull 10 Luffy base forms. So keep that in mind. It's a very tedious grind, as you can imagine, because what's going to happen, what will happen, guys, we're actually getting some decent rare recruits here for these Straw Hats. What will happen is if you don't get the units that you want from this pool here, you are going to have to sit through this animation every single time. Now this is an extended animation. Can we get gear 4? We got Nami. So time skip Nami is one of the better legends to get. Time skip Nami, you got gear 4 Luffy, and you've also got, this is gear 4 V2 Luffy, by the way, the quick version, where he's like this, he's like ah, like that. Or you have time skip Sanji, where he's kicking in, he's got a cape on his back as well. So those are the main 3 best legends to re-roll for. Although I highly advise for a new player, you either go for V2 Sanji, the Sai version, the gold version, or you go for Luffy with the blue border. So that is not time skip Luffy, don't get that confused. You want a gear 4 version of Luffy. If you don't know what that looks like, just go ahead and Google it, G4 V2. I'm going to retry here because this is not a bunch of Straw Hats that I want. Ideally I want to get Luffy or I want to get Sanji, and we got all golds here. So you know what, I'm going to scrap this account because the rare recruits were absolutely terrible, hot garbage. I'm going to click reroll now, and then you're good to go. You have another fresh instance. Now what I want to show you guys here next is how to reroll on multiple devices. So you can skip this part if you only want to reroll on one device. If you want to reroll on 2, 3, 4 instances or emulated devices, go ahead and X out of this Nox player, no more tips, and then go to multi-drive. I don't know where you put this, but hopefully you did pin it to your taskbar and you can just open it there. We're going to open Nox multi-drive. Hopefully it will open. La-di-da-di-da. It was already open, never mind. And what you want to do here is you want to hover over the 3rd button to the right. So you want to 1, 2, 3 start, create shortcut, and then copy. You want to copy Nox player, and then let's just practice with 2 instances of Nox. So one of them will open here because I already opened it here. And then I want to open this one as well, Nox player version 1. Oh, did I accidentally close it? No, I do not want to quit it. So we have got both instances now open. So hopefully we can load that in. Just going to open it a little bit bigger so that it will install OPTC reroller. Reroll now. Reroll now. Close. Close. Close these. Open One Piece Treasure Cruise. And now we have 2 separate instances, and they're completely separated now. So whatever change you make to the right hand side or the left hand side, they're independent of one another and they will not do the same thing. So as you can see, my Brook was there and then Robin was there. And now you can reroll on 2 devices. Now if you want to go ahead, you can copy a 3rd one, a 4th one, a 5th one, or a 6th one, but you can only do this once you've completed the OPTC reroller process of doing a reroll once. So bear in mind, keep that in mind so you don't mess up. But there you have it. There is your OPTC reroller set up completely. What I'm going to try and do here now is get an account that's worth keeping and then showcase to you guys how to save that account, how to move that account later on to another instance of Nox if you want to play on your PC, that is. Otherwise you can just back up your account with social media and then go ahead and back that up to your phone device. Bear in mind guys, you should use your gems if you're on Apple, because if you move from a Nox device, which is an Android device, it's emulating an Android device to an iPhone device, you will lose your gems. So keep that in mind. If you are not moving from Android to Android, please do keep that in mind. So I'm going to collect my gems here. Let's try and do this quickly. Yep. Be careful of the mail. As you can see here now, it says 51 minutes ago because that mail just came in today. We're going to do our single pulls. Let's do some single pulls. One side will be for the beginner banner. The other side will be for the Jinbei banner. Hopefully we can pull a red. That would be very nice. It's not looking promising right now. Sentomaru. And Baccarat again. Looks like she is rated up. Sorry, just turned my speakers off there. No reds just yet, guys. No reds just yet. Baccarat again. Baccarat again. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Sorry if you guys can hear that prompt right now. Nox is updating Facebook Lite, which is an app available on Nox2. We got Ivankov there, and we got Jesus Burgess. Nothing special, unfortunately. And then we can go into the infinite multiples, which is not what we really want to do and what we want to sit through, but it is what it is. Can we get any reds? Unfortunately, looking like absolute rubbish. So I'm just going to show you guys on one instance here because there's no need to showcase it on two, but how to save your account. We have a bunch of log units. As I said, every single Straw Hat that has been released all the way up to V2 Sanji. If he came, did V2 Sanji come before or after Gear 4 Luffy on Global? I actually think Gear 4 V2 Luffy came after V2 Sanji, but whichever one of them are the latter versions, all of them up till that point are available in this pool. So we are just going to confirm this one. As rubbish as it is, unfortunately, you're going to be sitting here for a long time, sadly, and it's not going to be the best rare recruit. So I do recommend, if you are going to reroll, to do it during a time where it's a festive period where you can get a lot of gems for free. Right now we're sitting on 1 gem. So once you're done with that, what you want to do is you want to go into others, and then you want to scroll down to change device, and then at change device you can select one of these formats. Change device with SNS will allow you to back up your data with SNS, back up data with Twitter if you have a Twitter account, back up data with Facebook if you have a Facebook account. So you can go ahead and do that. Otherwise you can go back and change device with ID. Now what you want to do is issue password, read that if you want to, and then just issue, and then what will happen is you'll get this user ID and this password. Click on copy, open up a notepad. So I have notepad or Word document, whatever you want to do, and then just Control V and you'll have your account saved right there. You can send mail as well, but I would just recommend either writing it down, copying it, although what I would really recommend is backing it up with SNS. SNS will make you super safe. If you ever lose your account, you can always restore it with Twitter or Facebook. So I highly recommend backing it up with SNS. And what you can do after that is open Nox multi-drive once again. And then you can copy any instance of Nox you already have. You can open it. Just wait for it to load. So let's issue password once again. Every time you issue a password, guys, by the way, it will refresh. So as you can see, we have a completely new ID and password here. Before, our password began with WRH. Now it's Z7INWDPN. So open One Piece Treasure Cruise on your second instance of Nox, and you want to go to support and configure in the top corner right here. Then you want to click on change device with ID or SNS depending on what you did, and then transfer data. Then I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna copy what I have here, 074333, copy and paste, enter, then copy and paste here as well, Control C, go back here, click here, enter, and send. Transferred the following data, pirate rank 1. That's absolutely a-okay. And then what's going to happen is it's going to load in all that information and all that data you had on the previous Nox that I re-rolled there. And now your account is safe. Now if you ever click on any mail that comes in the future, it should be a-okay. You should be absolutely fine if you're playing on PC. If you're playing on mobile device, you'll be absolutely 100% a-okay as well. And that is it, guys. That is how you re-roll. That is how you save your account. That is how you move your account to an iPhone device or a Google device, Android device, however you want to do it. I do apologize that we did not get any reds here towards the end to showcase how you should really be keeping your account, but I'm sure you guys understand now the process, what you should be looking for, you want to be getting yourself a Gear 4 V2 Luffy, a Time Skip Nami, or a V2 Sanji. You can pull more than one legend in that Straw Hat multi-pull, although it is going to take a long time, it's going to take a lot of luck. So what I would recommend doing, honestly, is just going for those single pulls or going for a multi-pull if you are able to earn more gems depending on the time you are re-rolling. And then once you've done all of that, go ahead and do your Straw Hat multi-pulls infinitely until you get a unit that contributes or complements the pulls that you got, the rare recruits that you got that weren't part of the Straw Hats. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you once again to Nox for sponsoring the video, and have a wonderful day, guys. Remember to hashtag Dunkabandai with Abilissimo, and have a wonderful day, and bye bye.